Hey guys, this is Chris Walden, broadcasting live from South by Southwest. I don't know if you can hear me that well. I had to duck into a stairwell because everything else is just really busy. So I'll go over this. I just saw an amazing film. It was called Indie Game, and it covered the stories of several independent video game developers. And I know that it's IBM, and we spend a lot of our time talking about enterprise kinds of projects. But those of us that got interested in technology really, I was motivated by the games. I was motivated in that way of taking hold of the computer and making it do something cool and something fun. And I think a lot of us had these dreams of being someone who did a big video game. And, of course, now games are, having a weird mustache day. Um, a lot of these games are just huge productions, like almost like making a major motion picture. And independent games have the same sort of difference from those major games. Independent film is different from major filmmaking. One of the person who was the creator of a game named Braid, and I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to look his name up. I'm trying to make sure I can do this before my juice goes out. But he talked about that when you have one of those major games, that they round the polish rounds off all of the edges and tries to make it as perfect and as safe for people as possible, and that's not personal. When you get to know someone really personally, you see and you appreciate their flaws, and you accept those flaws. That's part of having that personal relationship when you get to know someone. Another game that was featured in the movie was I believe it was called Super Meat Boy. It was very difficult to write in the dark. I'm not used to this. So I took the notes as best I could. And the artist for that game, uh, he talked a lot about when he was a kid and how he appreciated and looked up to gaming and how he got interested, interested and obsessed with it. And he said that he hoped that he would have impact on someone, that they would know that just a couple of guys made this, and that they would think, maybe I could make something like that too. We also saw the struggles of the developer of a game called Fez, which apparently there's been a lot of buzz about that for a long time, and it's been a big struggle for him to get that game out. It's going to be out in a couple of months finally after years of work. And he was actually here for the filming and talked for a little bit to share that he was in the final certification processes. So he got through his struggle, and we'll see what's happening. And he said at the end of the struggle, he's still terrified. Those of us that are interested in technology, there's something about wanting to create, and I think that the the desire, the goal to go out and do something independent, do something that's not driven by the big corporate need, but something that really is personal. I just think that's amazing. And I see that kind of thing through my work with Linux and open source. I see a lot more people driven by that kind of aesthetic. But I think that everybody that takes an interest in technology uh, has some level of that somewhere. So if you're an individual developer, if you're someone who's working on a project on your own, if you're someone who's trying to work with things a little independently, I want to let you know I salute what you're doing. And I hope that you see it through, because it's that kind of independent work uh, that really changes the world. I love the big corporate stuff, don't get me wrong, but there's just something about that individual drive that can make a huge difference. So if you got a project you're working on, don't give up on it. In fact, maybe you'll find some information on DeveloperWorks that'll help you out. Next, I'm going to see another film. It's about the hacktivists, Anonymous. It's called We Are Legion, and I've heard it's pretty good. I'll try and give you a report on that. My phone doesn't run out of juice. I don't have my battery today, so I'm a little nervous. It's Chris Walden talking to you live from South by Southwest. We'll see you later.